What's up, people? It's your boy Tez, and this is another episode of Y'all Talkin R&B. If I'm not mistaken, this is episode number 7? 7 deep? Now, every time y'all see us, I know we switch it up on y'all. That's how we're supposed to be. We got to keep y'all guessing, all right? Got to keep y'all guessing. All right, so I'm winging it tonight. I'm by myself. CL sitting this one out because, technically, he's normally not on the show. He was filling in, and my co-host, somebody couldn't make it for a second week. So, life happens, man. We ain't mad, but hopefully somebody's back soon and we get it cracking again. So this week in R&B, the one thing about R&B, if y'all hadn't figured it out already, if you've been listening to music for a long time, not a lot happens on the drama side, but when stuff happens, it's huge. All right, it's big. But this week, it was pretty chill. We kicked off the week. Sunday night was the Super Bowl, controversies aside. It was a good night of entertainment. You had Miss Coco Jones that sang the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice. I still don't know all the words, so don't judge me. Don't try to take my black card, because I don't know all the words. I know the first few lines, and that's it. But Miss Coco killed it as long as she can. Miss Coco Jones. Salute Miss Coco. Congratulations on being chosen for that. And after the game, after the Super Bowl halftime show, of course, Chris Brown actually decided to make a post saying, looks like they need me. Okay, so I attended Breezy Bowl. All right. Breezy Bowl was epic. Breezy Bowl was huge. Breezy Bowl was one of those things to where you had to be there to experience it, to really get the gist of it. Of course, I've been watching Chris Brown since he first came out. He came out when I was in college, my freshman year. So it's been a long time. I'm class of 05, baby. I proudly admit it, class of 05. But it's been a long time. So I've been watching Chris for a long time do his thing. And Breezy Bowl, he really showcased his hits over the years. And you kind of forget how many hits he has and how great of a performer he is. Because he performed for like almost 3 hours non-stop. Like he had like a little break in between, but then he picked it up and kept going. So, that's a very high caliber performer. And his mic was on the whole time, so he sang live. So that's huge. And everybody knows that Breezy Bowl event was put together where he did sell out stadiums. That was put together for him to prove his point that I don't need the Super Bowl. I can just make one myself. And he did that. Nobody came to see football. They came to see just him. But it looks like he could be out to actually get the Super Bowl behind him and get the halftime show. Now, I don't even know. I would hate to be the person that would have to choose what songs and what the set would look like, because Breezy Bowl was just dope. All right. So to compile all that into a 15-minute show would be hard for me. I don't know about nobody else, especially when you got hit after hit after hit. But, I would be interested in seeing it because, again, I like a good show. If I'm going to pay, and of course, this is free, but if I'm going to watch a show, a lot of times I want to watch a show. If you're going to put on a good show, why not? And I mean, love him or hate him, you can't deny the boy's bad, all right? So if he gets it, who knows? Rock Nation, y'all listening? Y'all keep your eyes in the street, ears to the floor. What's good? Are we going to get Breezy on the halftime show or not? Who's to decide? Next year is going to be very interesting. Also in R&B news this week, and I hope I say this name right. I'm horrible with names. I try my best, all right? If I meet you in person and I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Don't take it personally, all right? So Isaiah, I'm going to just say Isaiah because it looks like Isaiah Horan signed to RCA Records. And he's got a new single out right now called WTA. And on sophomore album, to be exact. And Kehlani makes a very noted appearance on this album. And this is a young man that I haven't really been like heavy on listening to, but the stuff I have heard is pretty good, and he's got his own flair, his own flavor to it. Like, again, y'all keep saying hip-hop is dead. Hip-hop is not dead. I'm sorry. R&B. R&B is not dead, all right? R&B is, of course I say hip-hop. dead too, so it just kind of flowed like water. But R&B is not dead either, y'all. All right, R&B is out here. R&B is everywhere. It never stopped being made. It just continues to evolve, and your places to get it continue to change. Like, you have to look. Like, you have to look on the sites. You have to look on Spotify and Pandora and all these sites to really see what's coming out, because the machine isn't always going to push it. And these great artists are out here just waiting to be discovered. You know, people said Kalani fell out. She's still out here making her own music and guest starring on these new up and coming artists coming. So that's one to really check out. Amongst other releases, you know, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all the people out here. You know, those that had Valentine's, those that don't. Guess what? We love you. All right, Yellow Rocket Boys Network will be Valentine. All right, we love you. All right, Mary J. Blige released a song exclusively for Valentine's Day called More Than a Lover. Now, this song right here is another example of why Mary stays relevant, because if you listen to the sound of this song from the beginning to the end, it's modern hip hop, it's modern R&B, it's modern flavor, and the only way Mary can bring it. And I say the song is dope. The song is really, really dope. Miss Mary, as long as you want to go, you keep going. As long as you can go, because you all right in my book. I don't care what nobody say online. You know, we already addressed this before. Now, you get your rest when you need to get your rest, but in my book, you do your thing, Miss Mary. I love it. Also had Victoria Monet, Let Me. This is a new single that she released. A really, really good song too. Nice, easy going, nice flow to it. Not too over the top. It's kind of middle of the road for me, but I like it. You got Jamie Foxx finally released a full edition of Somebody. All right, Somebody is one of those songs that you like. You can see your uncle get like some liquor or something and sit on the couch and just be sad and crying and think about his ex, because that's basically what that is. Like, can somebody send me somebody to forget about somebody? And it's like, yo, like, it's just one of them songs you be like, dang, like, I can't get the one I want back. I just need somebody to distract me. And, you know, fellas, women too, if y'all out there and y'all been through a heartbreak, you know how it feels. Sometimes you don't even, if you can't get your person back, you just want somebody to fill that void, you know? And that's kind of what that song's about. And, you know, Jamie delivers it the way he does. You know, Jamie's classically trained, so the way he performs that song, it gets you from the first note. You had Miss Baby Rose and Leon Thomas release Friends Again. Now, that song has like an old school R&B-ish type vibe to it. I'd say somewhere between the 60s and the 80s. The vibe is dope. And it flows. And, you know, Leon Thomas is all over the place anyway. So that boy, you put him on a track, he gonna adjust like a chameleon, and it just works. So those are some singles I believe y'all should check out on the new release level. You also had albums that are coming out. Miss Jill Scott, To Whom This May Concern, has actually been released. Now, we talked about it when it was coming. Jill is Jill. All right, she's a legend in the game. That's a queen in the game. You know what Jill gonna give you. Jill gonna give you a little bit of soul, a little bit of funk. She gonna get nasty with you too. Y'all know how Jill get down. So, hey, it's something to enjoy for me, to everybody in the family. You know, a little bit of everything. So y'all check that album out, To Whom This May Concern. May do a full review on the album. Not sure yet, but y'all stay tuned. Brent Faiyaz released an album called Icon. That is out. That's another one to check out for you Brent Faiyaz fans. And then Miss Alex Isley has one on the way called When the City Sleeps. So y'all check that out too. Another soulful joint. As far as what's on the radio right now, top 5 R&B airplay right now. All right, October London, aka Baby Marvin Gaye, Touch on Me is number 1 right now, sitting at the top of the charts. All right, crazy joint, crazy. Your parents listen to it, they're gonna instantly think of Marvin Gaye because his voice mirrors it perfectly. And like all the Motown shows and all the tribute shows, y'all know when he walk out, he's singing a Marvin Gaye song because that's Marvin Gaye. Coming down the list, you know, we're doing it backwards this time. Number 2 on the charts, Johnny Gill, One Night. Again, R&B's not dead, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying it. Johnny Gill's still out here on the charts, all right? Number 2 on airplay for this week. Number 3, Brent Faiyaz with Have To. Genevieve at number 4 with Head Over Heels. And number 5 is Miss Kaylani, Folded. So those are some songs. If you hadn't been checking them out, definitely check them out. Give them a listen. You know, let the people know what you think. Put in the comments what you think. Let's start a conversation. You know, I love talking about music. I make it. So, you know, I love it inside and out. Let's talk about the instruments in the song. Let's talk about the melodies, the harmonies. Let's break it down. Because, again, we're here to have fun. All right? And on tour, speaking of having fun, on tour, coming up, the return of Floetry. All right? These tours are really making me remember my age, because everybody's celebrating 20 years, 25 years. It's like, dang. Wow. I mean, when y'all first came out. And then it's like, just like that, it's been 20, 25 years. Floetry's another one. 20th anniversary. The Say Yes tour. Y'all remember that song? That song was everywhere. So it starts April 9th in New Jersey. And it's a 17-city tour. So if you have always wanted to see Floetry live and Floetry to perform, look them up and see if they come into your city, man. Because they had split up for a while. You know, Miss Marsha was doing her own thing, right? And touring as a solo artist. And now they're reuniting for this tour. So this will be a good chance to see them do their thing, perform a lot of their classic hits, and hopefully some new material as well. Because Floetry's another one. They never really stopped making music. They just kind of stopped being pushed. If you know, you know. And we got another tour, Leela James. It's going to be a 14 cities tour. It's actually starting near where we stay. It's starting in Birmingham, Alabama on March 5th. Miss Leela James. You familiar with Miss Leela James? You know what you're going to get every time you see her on stage. It's going to be a great show. Take your significant other or just take yourself. Go enjoy a good show. Like, y'all always don't have to go on dates to enjoy a concert, enjoy a show. Yeah, it's considered the norm. But get somebody that you care about, or just go by yourself. You love yourself, right? Enjoy a good show and be entertained. You know, music is love. It's a universal language. And that's something that I salute Mr. Bad Bunny for reminding the world of this past weekend. It's all about love and nothing else. So, hey, I hope y'all have really enjoyed this week. Hope y'all have really enjoyed this week in music. And I want y'all to jump in the comment section and let's start a conversation about these topics. If you have anything that you want to talk about, reach out to your boy. Reach out to me. Reach out to somebody. Let's have a conversation about some R&B, man. What's a song that you believe is like one of the hardest songs to sing that everybody tries to sing? You know, I'm going to put that out there for a challenge. I want y'all to come up with what you think is the hardest song to sing live that everybody tries to sing. I got one to jump you off. I'm gonna say Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Because leading up to that big note, it's like you getting ready to jump off a ledge. And it's like you either gonna fly or you gonna drop. It tests you vocally from all angles. And I hear it in singing competitions. If you watch American Idol, The Voice, you done heard it. I don't know how many times. Anything Whitney Houston, anything Mariah Carey, Stevie Wonder. So there's my question, y'all, for this week. What do you think is the hardest song for an artist or anybody to sing live? Or what's hard for you to sing, if you can sing? All right. Well, that's going to be it for me this week. I am your boy, Tez. This is another episode of Y'all Talkin R&B. I will see y'all next week. Peace.